Welcome back, chat, to the New York session. Oof, man, Goldie today was not playing. But finally got him. Yeah, prices coming down now. It is looking to fill this range. So we should be heading down towards the support area over here. Although the daily is still currently bullish, I do believe there's some sells that are currently happening here on gold. Goldie has been kind of like low-key wanting to sell all day. So as you can see, price now is breaking below support here by 47.10. All right. Yeah, Goldie's coming down. We got lots of volume to the downside here as well. Looks like today we're just kind of playing around POC and value areas. Value area high on the weekly. Previous week POC, previous day value area high over here as price comes down to fill this range. We're seeing bullish nodes and bearish nodes coming in. Got a little value area on the left hand side here to fill up as well, which is basically just this clean range. What else we got? Breaking below support. Yeah, man, this thing's coming down. Just need some kind of a price action confirmation. Oh, it's breaking out already. Okay, I see where you're at, Goldie. It's breaking below was like 47.08. It's kind of choppy conditions today, chat. It's kind of crazy, but PA is a little choppy. But I think if you stick with it, then okay, nice. We just got the new hourly open too. I think if you stick with it and be consistent, then you should be fine. Just like manage your risk on your positions which are not going in your favor. Don't try marry it too much. But yeah, we should be heading down right now. We have a little clean range. Get my drawing tools. We got like low friction zones right over here as well. For price to come through this level. Got some low friction nodes. Previous candles are closing with a bit more of a pattern now. We're seeing a little bit more sellers coming in. However, overall, the buyers have been dominating this day so far. We're still up like 0.60%. We're just flirting above the point of control area here on the previous weekly point of control. No. Probably creating a top wick on the hourly, so I can try and push down a little bit more. Was it a 6.5 lot or more? No, it was more. Does it work differently with futures? Technically on futures, you're gonna use like contracts. But I'm using basically like a CFD broker. A CFD broker which also gives access to futures. So it's as I mentioned in the previous stream, it's like a synthetic way of getting into futures, right? They're just projecting the price action of futures onto their brokerage, and then you can still use like usual lot sizes because it's meta quotes. Not a lot of brokers offer this option, and the ones that they do, they're gonna have like fat spreads. Yeah, so let's see. This is probably just an hourly pullback. There we go. All right, so it's setting up. We're still holding below 4710. 4700 lining up beautifully with previous week's point of control area here. Told you, chat, just hold, man. TFX concepts, baby. Just hold. I don't hold a lot until I need to. I don't hold a lot until I need to. What do I say, chat? What do I say? Just hold. Man, you know the annoying part, you know the annoying thing is like all these are freaking W trades, right? Like this was a W trade. This was a W trade. This was a loss trade. This was a W trade. These are all W trades. I could have technically done 2%, 2, 4, 5, 6. If I just closed out, like I usually do. But I told the mentorship, like, hey man, I'm gonna be looking to hold my trade. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm holding my trade on Monday. I'm trying to make this loss back. So instead of getting that, so that's what happens. A lot more BEs, kind of like BE small losses, BE small losses, until we finally got the bomber clout, until the universe stepped out of the way and said, okay, sir, here you go. Right? And I was like, man, this is my last trade. If this does not finally sell, I'm done. I'm done, bro. Because price was struggling so much in this area, correct? Like it was pushing it, but it was like struggling a lot. So man, I would be super surprised if the sell did not work out. Because clearly it did not want to buy. Like every time it was buying, it was like struggle. Like, all right, I'm gonna just give this one more trade here a shot. Finally got my run. And you know the crazy thing about this though? It was literally this 1 minute candle right here. There was a 1 minute candle that just spiked through my take profit area. Right over there. It just spiked through it in like less than a second probably. So it was really good. Because I put my take profit at 5,000. I was going to be humble and just take 5. But it spiked heavy. They give like 5.5. That's the thing with TFX concepts, man. Just be consistent. Like if you're looking for runners, you can't get those runners. But you got to like manage your risk, you know. Like don't be super hopeful about your trade setups. Just find a way to like control the risk part until it hits. Then when it hits, it hits. All right, when it hits, it hits. But for the most part, we just want to secure like small little chunks like this. Small little chunks like this. It just makes the day a little bit easier on you. It makes the day a lot less stressful on you. Because man, let me tell you something. When this thing hit, I just felt so much gratitude, man. Because it's like today was not the easiest day, chat. Like today was not the easiest day. It was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to get this one and done during the pre-London session, but it actually, as you can see, the markets are still giving a bit of a hard time. Like the wicks and stuff, we're getting a lot of like pullbacks and like a lot of wicks starting to form. Like you see, especially this section right here. This section was like super difficult to trade because it's kind of like trickling up. Correct? It's kind of like trickling up like this. Instead of giving the clean cut moves where it just bursts in one direction. I think we just did have one during London, which was right here. We had this area over here that gave a little bit more of a clean cut move. But it was also like an early entry. Right? And then we had this one that came in a bit later. And then it was like choppy. It was like pulling back, but still went bullish, right? But it was pulling back. Then after stream, same thing I was trying to get. Same buys, kept pulling back. Got a nice little push, kept pulling back. Like, all right, man, the buys are just not working out. We got this beautiful sell-off over here. And then that played out amazing. Even on the retracement, would have still survived the position. Anybody who was still holding that for like further downside. So it's like right here, and then pushed about 140 pips. And the tricky thing with this kind of like trading is because when you have so many trades go like break even or like even possibly a loss, the amount you have to make is increasing, right? So it moves from like 4% to like 4.5% to like 5%. It keeps increasing. So the key is not to let it like increase too much, because if I didn't get it today, I wouldn't have tried again tomorrow. I would just try and grind it out slowly and then try again maybe towards the end of the week. But you don't want that to start increasing, is because you're having trades which are actually winning, that you can secure them and they're coming back to break even. So you don't want to be stuck in this loop the entire week of trying to get something that was meant to be like, let's say 4%, again to be like 8%, again to be like 12%, as you're trying to get that just one trade. That's why I said Monday, guys, I'm looking for runners, strictly runners. Go for other trades more. Risk 0.5%. Nice. 0.5%. Okay, awesome. Now we can relax. We can get back into it. Getting some orders coming in. I just saw a big 9.45k, but we're not seeing much confluence for further downside at the moment. Still got about 330 pips below 4702, crack below 4700. Through that psychological mark, we should be able to fill that range. It looks like it's just gearing up right now for potential continuation. Would be nice to see more sellers in though, with the order flow. These wicks are brutal. Yes, sir. Those wicks are a real problem. Well, we should be expecting some fireworks here. We've already got the New York session open. We're about 11 minutes into NY now. I was looking for like some entry confirmation here, but you see it just pushed. It didn't give the the setup fully. But yeah, below the break of these lows here. Sellers are starting to come in the previous 2 hourly candles as well. Now we're flirting with previous week's point of control. I think like New York sessions a sell. We also got liquidity grab here at 47.12. Small liquidity gap, re-break of the lows. Got previous day value area high there, which is also towards the end of the range, bottom of this range here. Like 143 more pips towards that 65% zone. This thing's melting. I actually like New York has been kind of, you could anticipate it a lot in the previous week or two. I've been noticing quite nice sells during this time. FIBO OTE 75%. Who's got a sell confirmation? A little shotgun play here. Nice seller aggression. Breaking below previous weekly point of control. Who's taking this? What's my view on BTC in the short and long term? I think Bitcoin should be coming down. I would be expecting. Let me just do some chart work on BTC. Wait, where are zones? Yeah, Bitcoin came down to 60k psychological. So we're still holding 60k, man. As long as we hold 60k, Bitcoin has some hope to retrace, but we first need to start breaking key levels like we have the zone here by 72,800. If we can break and respect above the zone, you're gonna see Bitcoin have a bull rally, a small retracement to the upside, a nice retracement to the upside. Correct. I'm just seeing gold here. Did we get 20 pips on futures of that small little shotgun play? Let's see, how many pips did we do? Boom. That's a 1 minute. It's a 5 minute. Yeah, just about 20. Nice. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin, I would say in the medium term, I'd be expecting some sort of like a range fill here, because 60k is a really important area for BTC. I think it's not gonna try and flirt around 60k too much unless it really wants to dump. Right? Unless it really wants to dump. Because once we get below here, it's curtains. Bitcoin can see a lot more further downside. If we do break 60k, then I'll be looking at maybe like 40k as the next target. which is gonna be like right here. I think we're gonna smash through 50 straight down to like 40, because and like get this to be nice. Yeah, there's no point, like if we break through 60 and the seller conviction, there's no point stopping here. We'll just continue breaking it down to 40. So I think rather what price is most likely going to do is going to try break above like this level and then retrace up for sure. It's accumulating right now too. So it's getting those orders in so you can have the next push. It's back at this accumulation previous area here as well. You can see how that holds quite nice there, that 60 mark too. So that's what I'm thinking, like some these same buyers who came in like here, most likely going to see similar follow through for price over there. So keep an eye out on that. Those will be the key levels. I wouldn't intraday trade this, to be honest. I think most people are going to trade Bitcoin. They're going to kind of hold it for the long term, or like they're going to try and swing it. Yeah, I'm still expecting gold, further downside on gold here. They just had like one round of payouts. That was just one spike. Like 20 pips. Change of character. Nice PA kind of now. Yep. This gap candle low supply for 665. It's coming down. I think it's gonna have to consolidate a bit here on the 1 minute. They'll re-break the low and then start to push through again. That's a nice little scalp though. I think with gold today, it's required so many chances before it has its move, because the market knows when it's going to have its move. It's going to try and shake people out. So I don't know if this is a profit taking, but it's also a small shakeout, like especially if it still wants to keep moving down bearish, which overall it does with order flow as well. Looks good. More like shakeout. Maybe it's going to reset something and then that would be the real move. It's actually done the same thing right here. This was the first shotgun play. That also did like about 20 pips. Once price started to break below that candle right there. Oh, nice. It's moving again. Yeah, that's when it kind of like started break below the support where we can continue to move down. Did also about like 20 pips. Same here as well. There, 20 pips. You see what I mean? Like today's been a funny day. It's whenever there's a setup, it pays the first setup, and I've been having this thing with the whole day over here. It'll give my 2%, and then I'm trying to hold the runner, and then it'll start to pull up again, and then have the real move, or like have a further extension. It's trying to make it like a little difficult to catch runners. So you're gonna have a lot of break-evens today, because most of the time during the pre-sessions we just catch it. Man, you try to catch it today, you gotta deal with a lot of these pullbacks. Look at these orders coming in now. Got a bunch of orders. This is nice. This is what we like to see. Trading activity. It's coming down, chat. It's coming down. Don't wait too long. Don't try to sell it now all the way at the bottom, man. These setups are still at play right now. There's still a lot of moves. There's still a lot of room here. At least down towards 65% is like at 56 pips. And then 188 down to support. But I think it might be targeting this previous day value area high. It's like 130 pips away. There's not a lot of people do. They'll wait until the end of the move. Then they're gonna look for sells down here. Never wait till the end of the move. The market loves execution. It loves when you execute, not when you hesitate. Hesitation kills that process because catching the next trade is always getting riskier and then riskier. So try not to hesitate. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. I truly believe the market smells fear. So when you hesitate on a kill you should have had, then it's going to build your character in the next one. You know what I liked about my sell too was this. I saw this fundamental come out. Gold upside likely capped as Fed cut expectations ease. So it's like sometimes perfect timing with TradingView news. We get these like news events drop when price was struggling. Like price was clearly struggling. I think everybody could have noticed this. If you're trading during this time, you must have noticed this too, yeah? Like how price was really struggling. And then TradingView hit us with this headline. Hit us gold's upside likely capped as Fed rate cut expectations ease. And actually at that point when that headline came out, there was no more I think there was also no more like buy confirmations. They just stopped. And then price started rolling over. Where was our trade? I think it was somewhere around here. Yeah, I think it was something like this. Yeah. Another shotgun play. Towards the tail end again. About like 40 pips. Yeah, whoa. This seller's aggressive though. Negative 2.3 million on the order flow. I'm actually surprised it pulled up like that. Considering it must have been that buy imbalance here. 46.89. Considering the amount of sellers in the market. Yeah, they're getting heavy. Hey, sellers, where are you? Finish the move. Point of control there by 46.89. Or this node. I wonder where these buyers coming from, because you can't really see them on the order flow. We got a lot more sellers, 4.9 million compared to the 4 million buys. They're just dominating. Sellers are dominating this candle. It must be some kind of variable. Maybe there's an edge somewhere. What broker am I using for futures? ScopeMarkets. Put the link in the description. Passing the second eval lucid account. Better stop devil's number. Oh, you got 666 here. If you look left here, the buys come from the breakout. So in that zone, you have a big buys up. Sometimes you're gonna find yourself caught in one of these, like Fibonacci retracements or something. But this is overall still looking good for the sells. I guess you would just need to set up again. So what's deep chart saying? You got like a footprint there. We got news. Oh, we got ISM though. That's gonna be. We still have time for that, like 1.5 hours till ISM. Oh, Trump is speaking today as well. I didn't see that earlier. You to hold a conference about Iran conflict at the White House. So tomorrow is the day, huh? Tomorrow is the day that Goldie skyrockets. The day I am not going to be looking for runners, most probably. This is the day that markets are gonna run like crazy, most likely. Yeah, because Trump is gonna speak today, and that volume is gonna carry over to the next day. I guess that's pretty good. Oh, you know what's so cool about this website? We can watch live feeds as well. So you can just pop this one on right here. Seller aggression reducing, buyers really starting to come in here. Although the sellers are still in control at this point, just flirting below the previous week's point of POC. Those bubbles at the book map? Yep. That's the depth of market there. it's really nice when you're in a trade and you see the orders really coming in aggressively. Because when you're already stuck in and you see that, provided like prices are also a little bit moved from your area, hopefully, it's a really good like sign to see. You might be getting some spikes, a little volatility come in. Price rejecting the monthly close. Yeah, Trump's gonna speak later. Secure Tenny. Oh, nice. In and out. Money in the bank. See, first trade was much easier, but this one I had to sit in my hands and trust the edge to W dump for the day. Very good. Always trust in your edge. Nice. I got that too. Oh, clean. What is this, like 1 minute? A very nice range to fill over here. Like you can see it. Try kind of trading in the value. Oh man, look at this. Did this trade not continue to skyrocket? Oh, it did. Yeah. Because it looks like a bomber clot. It looks like a real bomber clot, this one. It's a 138 pip move. That one looks like a real bomber clot. When I was holding runners for the first time, I would wait for like Asia session and predominantly look for dips like this. It actually works out pretty well. Because when you're building discipline to look for running opportunities, you want to give yourself like the best case scenarios. It's like a dip. I don't know if we can invert the scale here. We're gonna do this. So it's basically the same thing that you just sent on Discord. Correct? Oh, we gotta go back. It's the same thing. Same, but different. So yeah, very awesome. That's why I was looking for this move here to correct. Like, what's that? Like breaking those lows for price to just come down, fill. But it looks like it already did like a good amount. It came pretty close to the 65% zone as well. That was, I guess, towards the tail end. The last kind of like shotgun play before we hit like 65. I'm at like 38 pips before hitting 65%. Man, crazy thing is that sell we took would still be active. Like if you just went crazy today and said, okay, I need a runner let's say if you already miss out on a lot of those moves, as I said, how sometimes those percentage gains can increase while you're trying to get your runner, it would actually had worked out in the end. It would have worked out in the end, about like 400 pips. That's consistency. You know, if you're like consistent with the market, eventually you do end up catching the move. But that's gonna be based now on how much risk that you've taken on the day already, like how far down you are. Because if you're really down, then it's best to sometimes just call it a day. But today we only got Trump speaking ISM services. Tuesday we have nothing, which is good. I think Tuesday is just going to be a play on the macros up until meeting minutes on Wednesday. I want to see the sellers come back in because they're still present here. Seller aggression is still pretty high. It's like buyers are taking over previous week's point of control. I guess the volume did really kick in here. Because if we could get through this level, this area is a little bit more green. Came back to retest the previous shotgun play. Oh wait, this is not a break. Let's see, that was right here. Oh, it's coming up still. Boom. Some V-shaped reversals. I think I saw a 17K come in. Some kind of big order came in there. You see at the value area was still predominantly bearish. Although it's neck and neck on this node. On this new point of control, which is exactly where the previous week's point of control is. Which is exactly where 4700 level is. So a lot of confluence within this zone. Neck and neck. Will the sellers take it? Oh, I got some more orders. What says 9K coming in. It's kind of slow, as you can see over here. It's quite slow. There's not a lot of activity. That's why we're just hovering around this node. Not a lot of activity. You see the 1 minute's trying to set up a volume play. Oh, it's not fully formed yet. Oh, it could look better. Nice little SMAs crossing over there. But I'd expect choppiness from this. Man, Goldie's been loving the V-shaped reversals today, huh? Started like 200 pips up, but there was no structure to catch that move. Oh, except like maybe a shotgun here. I see on futures there's a small gap here, but this candle actually closed above. Even then, pretty mediocre follow through. About like 17. About like 17 pips. It's struggling. It's struggling. Just testing that 8 SMA on the 15 as well. Little dynamic resistance. Hourly support. Hourly SMAs are holding quite nicely though. Do like how we're like right on top of the candles. Catch up for our 8. Price action wise, yeah, nothing too appetizing here except the order flow is looking bearish, but seller aggression has decreased quite a lot, like 2 million to 1. We need more big market orders to come in. Oh, look at this, we got 24K. That's nice. A lot more activity and a lot more orders to come in. Otherwise, you're gonna expect more of this kind of like choppiness and not really any follow-throughs. Geez, straight V-shape reversal in that range. The issue with the shotgun on here is you could get like 17, but I think the pullback was quite heavy. Let me see how that was. It's like the market knows exactly where the confirmations are. Oh no, like 27. Okay, so you get like 27 before the 20, 30 pip pullback. Alright, not bad, not bad. But yeah, sometimes like the market knows where the entries are. And then it makes these other random ass ones like so smooth. And then you gotta try do this consistently for the year. It's not gonna work out like this. It's only these kind of specific days. Still trying to pull up there. It's basically filled the range that was on that 5 minute. Towards like 47.08. Any buy setup? Nothing too clean. There could have been like this possible one here, but it's really just forcing it. It's really forcing it at that point. The structure isn't even really there. You're going against the order flow. So it's moving up, but I feel like the confluences are saying otherwise. Confluences are more like it should be moving down. And if it did move down, at least we would get much better trade. Because we're expecting gold to come down for the rest of the week. I think this pullback might be some kind of pricing in for when Trump comes on later. Probably gonna say something on the tunes of we're gonna bomb Iran or something, and then price on gold should come down. So I think like all this is probably like absorption. It's probably like some kind of absorption play happening on the HTF. At least that's what I expect. I don't expect Trump to say that they're gonna come up with a deal or like a ceasefire. I feel. Thank you on the congrats on your bomber 2. Your last drawdown didn't last long. No sirree. Drawdowns won't last long with TFX concepts. Just as long as you know you gotta hold your trade. Gotta hold your trade. That's it. Today was definitely a bit more aggressive. I really wanted it today. This was my dude. Like this was my last trade. The bomber clout happened on my last trade. I wasn't gonna hold it. If that trade did not work, the next time I'll probably hold it probably at the end of the week. It happened on the last trade. That's what you get for being consistent, I guess. Eventually, the universe steps out of your way and says, "Okay, just let him have it." Just hold, man. Get a nice confirmation, entry confirmation, and hold. But you don't want to always hold, right? But if you really need to. Like, I wish I had something like this, though. This is kind of what I was expecting today. A lot more moves like this. It's also a nice little move right there. The liquidity grab below that zone. Played out clean. That was like almost 383 pips. I mean, the thing is, we can hold more. But as I said, the only difficult part about holding is this. You're just going to have a lot more like speed bumps. It's not as nice because you feel like sometimes the urge to trade more. Because these kind of trades get away from you. This was like a negative 1%. But these ones kind of like ran a little bit more. Even this one, man, like this one ran for, this is a buy. It ran for around, I think I saw like 3,500, maybe 7.5%. I think that ran for like 7.5%, dude. And it still came back and hit me at break even. And it really I really struggle with that one too. Holy. That's the only issue sometimes, you know. But to be fair, today was not the greatest day because of the amount of chop that we're seeing. Because of so much anticipation with Trump speaking later. Is your volume profile off the M5 structure? I think it's easier to see. Like, it's not based on any time frame structure. It's based off the swing high and lows. It's not any time frame, but yeah, it's a swing high and lows. So this is like the zone that we're marking out. This is gonna be like the most important area right here. Right now, we're just flirting with previous weekly point of control. As a buy aggression is trying to creep in. Come on, where are these orders, bro? Because we're creating like some kind of head and shoulders here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's kind of like a little fakey above. Actually, would like to see price. Probably going to be like a setup trying to crack below here. Just right below the previous week's point of control. It's kind of like lining up nicely. Wouldn't be surprised to see price get through this zone by like 5,700. And then like kind of continue to move down through this area here. I do see the structure. The structure is there as well. After watching a few years, I can say this approach is not appealing, authentic. Sorry to say. No worries, man. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, but I like to see like when these kind of confluences line up together like this, in line with, you know, already the price action I'm looking for. It's very nice. I want to see what kind of a reaction we're gonna get there now. I'd love to see it get through this wick right there. Like 49, 40, 46, 98, and then just completely melt. Especially because like already had its retracement up as well. Retrace up, boom. so it can continue following through down. Did like clean range. Yeah, I got like some clean range on the 5 there too. How much? Oh, it's a new hourly open in about a minute. That's why. But yeah, there's this area here which gotta have like a lot of volume inside of it. You're about to see price move. You're gonna need like a new hourly open. Would have been nice on this one because we can clearly see who's in charge. New hourly's gonna open, it's gonna need setup. Probably gonna see like a strong pop. Most probably gonna be like a pop, right? I don't know if like it pushes down immediately first. If I see like a strong pop through that level. Well, it would be nice if that hourly can create a top wick. Top wick first. Who's taking it? Anybody taking that? Got like some nice SMA over there too. Still kind of like holding price. Where's that new hourly open? Look at that, I got the pop first up, which is good. Let's create like a top wick. Nice little 15-minute kiss of death to the from the upside. Once it gets through that 5-minute SMA kiss of death there, we should have all the SMAs in favor in confluence. Oh, we just got about like that one minute SMA, which might give a bit of trouble. But everything else lines up. Those are just confluences. See if that head and shoulders really follows through. Love to see this thing just completely melt here. Down to 46.90. Come on, Goldie. Just melt. Melt already. Why are you struggling there? Tell you that, like, just a 1 minute SMA. That's the only thing I was looking that could give like a bit of trouble here. But all the other SMAs were in favor in confluence. Like the 15-minute, the 5-minute, while we were still below it. It's giving liquidity grab energy. Boom. New hourly candle, I guess. The order flow has to, what do you call it? The order flow has to build up. Probably, but we're still seeing a lot of seller aggression in this market. I think it's just being a little aggressive. Even if it moves down, it's probably just a little aggressive move to the upside. That's how price action's actually been today. Just been aggressive. It's just been trying to shake people out continuously before like actually having the move. Well, like a minute 30 for a candle here to close. It's a good thing that Owly created that top wick already too. And this candle is just a shakeout. It's kind of wild that gold kept this energy up all day though. Usually you're gonna have that maybe happen during like a... Oh! Holy! This is exactly what happened with my last trade, guys. Exactly what you saw happen right here. That's how my take profit got hit. That's how my take profit got hit. This is my reaction. It's like, oh my god. Did you see the spike? Then instead of like 500 bucks, it closed me at a 5.5. That's what I mean. Like gold is being really strange today. Because I can see the moves, but it doesn't want to give them too easily. It's been like that. It tries to shake you out before having the full move. Damn. Man, that's beautiful. See, how much was that from the open? About like 80, 90 pips, 90 pips. See, it filled the range. So that was the idea here. Price is going to come and fill this range. Straight to TP. Bro, but it should move down though, isn't it? Like, it's not a surprise that it should move down. There's a lot more confluence for it to move down at that point than there is for it to move up. It's just the market playing hard to get today. Previous week POC, 4700 psychological. Head and shoulders melt off. Oh, or did I draw the... that's okay. No, it still played out actually pretty decent. I think I draw that zone 2. Oh, the zone is different. Okay, so on futures, it looks like it broke that wick. But on spot gold, which I'm also using as a reference, it didn't break the wick. So this would have been the entry here. That would have been the retracement. Very tiny retracement, about like 2.7 pips, 3 pips. Because that was a key wick by 46.73. But I think like on futures, it looked like it spiked through it already. Sometimes futures actually like ahead. Wow, nice. Seller aggression coming in too. See, there's a little bit more of a pattern now with the order flow. You close full at 20 pips. You trade futures on MT5? Yes, sir. You know, the reason why it's not known is because it's mostly like people in America don't have access to meta quotes. So when you hear futures, you only hear about Trade-O-Vate and all these other companies or funded programs, because there's a pretty high probability that people you follow on social media, like from America, right? But you can trade on brokers which also provide meta quotes. Just, I guess, as long as actually I think my broker accessory for them US, I'm not sure you can try, but that would be a real workaround if you can still use meta quotes, but I don't think so. But for those of you who still need to trade futures like on meta quotes, then you know you're gonna use that link in the description, because you might not be allowed to trade on the other platforms. Catching the knife. Man, look at this chart looking really good. You know, I like who is it? Is it MambaFX? MambaFX has some pretty nice chart work. Colors. When it comes to like the purples. What is this? You can trade directly on that software. Quantity. How are you doing this? Yeah, you can trade. It's very clean, and also you're able to copy trade between accounts. Nice. You can't do that here.
We don't do that here.
Yeah, but that was the move. Looks like it played a lot cleaner here on spot gold. Well, that's why I got the two charts opened. You know, when I think like sometimes when it comes to trading, it's the small things which can make a huge difference. You know, it's just those small little edges you give yourself that are gonna make like a huge difference. Those micro things that you do. You're gonna still trade price action the way you always do. But it's nice to have these like little micro things. Whether it might be a like previous weak point of control area, psychological mark, or looking at two charts. Some people do that with their brokers as well. They like to confirm some moves with their brokerages too. I don't like to do that. I feel like with brokers there's a lot more inconsistencies. But it's those small things, you know. Especially like if you're trying to be refined. Very refined by your process. Yeah, but you see like beautiful correction down towards this range. It's like a little valley. Over here, boom. Nice. Complete circuit. So also the SMA crossover came in quite beautifully there too. Up until this point when the candle closed back above on that retracement. Bomber clots and it appeared. You know, the thing is, that's also going to appear most of the time in your favor in confluence. That never really happens opposite direction. I think I mentioned this before, but it's quite interesting. Like, after this is going to be like my 6th year, and I still haven't had that happen in the opposite direction. It's kind of weird, but not really, because I guess we trade with the market. Because if it's moving down and you're getting confirmations for moving down, you know, like, it's going to move down if anything. There's a much higher chance it moves down. Like, why would you get entry confirmation for like a sell and then all of a sudden it does this? I think that happens when you don't know what you're doing. That probably happened to me in year 1 a lot. Like, you don't know what you're doing, you take a buy over here, and then all of a sudden that happens to you, correct? I think that happens more when you don't know what you're doing. It happened to me. I remember the first time I bought my first course. That's the reason that got me into it, into buying my first course, is because I took a sell in a 4-hour support. Back then, I thought I knew it all, like a lot of us do in the beginning. And then I got something like that happen to me, and then I got on Instagram, and then this guy took the opposite trade, and he was in a buy, and I was like, damn, man, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. Because at that point, like, I also didn't still learn about like support resistance levels, etc., etc. You don't know what you're doing, really. See if this thing's gonna set up again. See what the next move is gonna be. Because that was a move, right? So this was a point A over here. That was a distribution. That was a move. Gotta wait for the next one. This is gonna cook up here in a bit. Just give the chef like 5 minutes. It's gonna need to set something up. Hopefully it's still not in distribution. Because if it's still in distribution, then that's just a retracement. And it's gonna keep moving down. It's gonna see like a candle do this. And that's gonna be like a golden zone, maybe Fibonacci retracement. Because it created like some kind of new lower lows. But we're still seeing a lot more selling pressure in here. That would be cool if we could layer this on top of this. If we could take this PA, layer it on top of this with like an opacity. Isn't there a way to do this with like correlations? I know like people do that with the DXY. But I think it's like an indicator that comes below here. Wait, let me see. That is possible. Yeah. I can't remember like how I think it's this button here. Let's see, same percent plus scale, new price scale. It's like a line, yeah. It's like a line, but it's not the candles. Let's see if we can change it. Candles. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. Wait, how do I... That's possible. I think I have it the other way around. Buy on MT5. I have 1 minute. The shadow are the 5 minute on MT5. Yeah, looks like you're kind of doing it. You got the okay, the 5 minute of the shadow. It's actually quite smart. So MT5. Guess we also just need the wicks. So you can remove that. That. Damn, that could look kind of confusing. Yeah, that could be confusing, but it's nice to know that you can do it. Have you changed the strategy? No, I'm still trading. That's price action. I'm still trading TFX concepts with additional confluence. The foundation will never change, Chad. Remember, like, you're going to build a house, you're going to build on a foundation. That never changes. But you can build whatever kind of house that you want on top of it. Looks like I came back to just retest that entry zone. Might see some potential further downside over here. Pretty big area. Because they also got this zone right here. Like 46.85. I got like a Suno one over here too. Oh, there we go. Holy. Ho 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 ho. Wait, what's going on here, man? Look at the amount of orders coming in. Do we got news? No, the news that we have is ISM services PMI, which is at 10. Oh, that's in like in 30 minutes. Look at the amount of orders coming in. $236. That came out of nowhere. It's like a reversal play. It gets through this level here, but it's still counter. It's like a strong counter move because the hourly is still bearish candle. The hourly still, so even like you take a buy here, you're still fighting against that hourly. it tries to break above that area. And you also trade like below the point of control, but this would be the key problem, right? And also, there's still a lot more sellers in here. So to mess around with the buys too much, although the structure is there. What is that? Like daily bias is still quite bullish. But the lineup that we would like to see is it's not entirely there, but just in terms of PA, just a price action move, which is kind of like a reversal play from this area over here. That's basically like a warning, right? This is like a warning sign for the sellers up over here, for like taking these sells down towards support. That's like a warning sign to, let's say, manage risk, because if they were looking for a further extension to the downside, this is a potential reversal. Like literally what's happening on DXY. Also done 300 left. I bought it. I did like 1.4k on the move. NYSE opens in 5 minutes. Oh, New York Stock Exchange. Oil is flying. Ooh, ATH. Oh, not yet. Not yet. Daily's pulling up. Daily's pulling up. But yeah, oil looks like it wants to fly. It looks like it wants to come up to like 120. 120 and then all-time highs. I believe we're gonna see like ATH by the end of this week, you know, at this rate. What essentially just happened is price broke this high and then paid out these buyers. It was just like a quick little 20 pip move. And then right now what it's doing, it's resetting, right? It's reaccumulating over here. Hey, what's up, expert Pius? Pius. Create like a support here would be beautiful. Let's remove this zone. If it creates a support there, it's going to be a double reversal. Got a reverse Uno card. It's like gotta break the highs. Ah, there you go. Okay. Sheesh, man. Very, very volatile. Goldie today. Being quite aggressive, eh? That's like a nice little 27 pip move, but geez. Would have been better if you closed, though. If it first closed. But it just went straight up. This 1 minute candle opened up and then did about like total of 78 pips. But this would be a nice confluence for the next one, which opens up though. Because if it just spiked above previous week point of control, then this could be that liquidity grab. Over here, once it takes out these lows, it may see like a strong push. Just gotta see whether it actually does come down because seller aggression is decreasing at the moment. That's where the buyer's seller stop losses are within these levels. So I said this is like a warning sign for them. Right? This is a reversal play over here. When did you start using that volume thing? Long ago in a distant past. I, Aku, the great master of darkness, unveiled a volume profile. I started using like a week or two ago. Yeah, but this now looks better like that liquidity grab over there. Beautiful. Very nice. So it didn't go for the full stops. But you see, that's why like in terms of the entry itself, it was a lot more cleaner to the downside. It was about like 62 pip drop. Y'all watch that cartoon, Samurai Jack? Who took that sell? Called it out. Nice little liquidity grab over here. I didn't feel too good about the buys because it just like there was still more selling aggression, although it was not too strong. The market is quite aggressive right now. Look at the amount of orders coming in. This is crazy. It looks like we're gonna have news here in about 30 minutes, so it's getting a bit more volatile. Classic. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Did I change the strat? No, sir. Guys, like, you only change what, if it's not broken, don't fix it. This is a confluence. But you never use volume indicators? Do you know what a confluence is? Something that kind of looks pretty, yeah? We like to have them on the chart. We don't need them because we focus on price action. They give us an edge in terms of the reactions that we can get, the kind of pushes that we can expect. But when you get into a trade, you're getting in because of the price action that you're seeing. So they look pretty, yeah? Like, just like, for example, 4,700, previous week's point of control. When you see something like this and you're expecting a fake out, it's nice to have it on the chart. As long as it doesn't like overclutter you too much. Because you see, now that gives you a great confluence. As you're coming into your entry, you're seeing where it's coming from. So now imagine we did this. You won't see it. It's harder for someone to also teach you now trading when there's nothing and they kind of teaching you just to read the naked chart. Because you see, now you feel kind of exposed. Like, there's not, you got to figure it out on your own. Right? So then you slowly start adding in the confluences. It starts to make a little bit more sense. But the important thing is not losing the price action. Is not forgetting that PA comes first, like the structure of the entry confirmation comes first. Then you layer it on top the confluences to make you feel good about the trade. But you see, the problem is, like, when you teach people confluences, they want to trade it on its own. Like, if you're going to teach someone about SMAs, they just want to trade the SMAs. You teach them about literally anything, they're just going to immediately want to just trade that confluence. Yep, we got flowers and roses for traders. You know, because gonna have some trades are gonna smell good, right? Like, for example, this over here. Let's see what kind of a confluence that we have for this area here. Let's investigate. What do you see? Because you see, if you're just gonna draw the lines and everything, it's like that's all you get. But you feel different when you have a little extra, isn't it? A little extra sauce. But for the break below 46.84, it does not seem that we're gonna have too much, except though strong selling pressure. We have news coming in about like 20 minutes as well. That's the only thing to watch out for, is you got news in about 20 minutes. The only confluence I see for that sell below there, at least the order flow is looking good. Let's see, except that one trade, I only trade PA. But these levels do help, like confluence zones, buys or sells, or even TP targets. We're actually expecting bad numbers for this ISM services. So gold should move up. Look at the orders coming in crazy right now. Probably gonna try break above this area here. You secure 44 pip with the sales. That was a beautiful break. That was a lot of... You see, that trade like that had a lot of confluence. You know? So sometimes you're going to see that line up like this. Really good, huh? Oh, that was like almost 65. That was like 60, 65 pips in a minute. Now a trade like this one here, we're going to investigate what kind of a confluence we have. Maybe you only see some sort of rejections. You see daily trend, a few rejections over here. Correct? You got your setup, price action wise. It's coming into your entry after following through to the downside once. It's still respecting that area, rejecting that zone. Strong pullbacks to the upside. I see on the order flow the buyers are coming in. So that would be it. You got like some SMA confluence on the 5-minute. Those rejections are the only thing, but the thing, we're coming closer and closer to news. Something to consider. But we're starting to get some strong pull ups over here, but oh, we're also trying to break above 4,700 again, the previous week's point of control. Nice. Quick little 25 pip move. Anybody cash that? I missed your answer probably. Thank you. Sir, I might have asked this again. What platform are you using for order book? Oh, they're not sending me an affiliate link, so I'm not going to mention them there. I'm not going to mention them until they send me some promo codes. I'm trying to get promo codes for you guys, but they take so long to respond to emails. So why would I give them free advertising? I'll only mention that obviously the ones who are like taking the order flow course, but I'm not going to mention their name until I get promos. But yeah, I think that was like the small little move, the small little scalp over here. It's still like playing within ranges until the news comes out. Got about inching closer and closer to news. Closer and closer and closer. Drawdown was not too bad at all on that, actually. I think it pulled down on the drawdown when I was explaining the confluences. Maybe I think like it saw about like 13 pips. Before it shot back up. That's why it's important not to be greedy. It's going for 47.10 now. $47, yeah, no, it's like just pulling down. I feel like it's gonna play this range until we get the ISM. You got resistance up here, you got support down here. Well, we should probably then see a big move for ISM. Holy. Man, look at that activity. Yeah, this is gonna have some fireworks here soon. Look at all these orders, right? All this is gonna have to distribute somewhere. Look at that. Insane. It's like loading up a water balloon until it explodes. That's why I love breakouts, because with a breakout, you're going to have like a smaller water balloon. So capacity is different. But man, look at the amount of orders coming into this range. Damn, that looks beautiful. It's like sipping into this. There's like this little accumulation here. It's like feeding the market. Look at it, like it's feeding the market. Look at the candles moving up here. Look at the way the candle's moving up here. Skyrocket like 93 pips. That's the only thing that it could be waiting for. Then there's going to be quite some time before Trump speaks. Let's say if it breaks out of this range, we're going to be looking at a 15 minute, 30 minute clean rain traffic to like 40. You said what, 47.10? Like 47.16. Fill this whole area up. In terms of breaking for the sells, it could just be a volume based play. Then we just got to remove like a lot of this analysis we have on the screen and then just clean up the chart work, because I've got like a 4-hour range. But it looks better to move up, even the way it's like positioned and everything, and what we're expecting for the numbers. And daily bias has switched to waiting mode. Ooh, could we still already see like some sort of like move down now and then like a sharp reversal later? This area over here. Man, that build up though. Very clean build up. Sell aggression has increased. Volume is high. I feel like it's gonna be a quick move. I feel like if I break below here now, or like we get closer to the news, I feel like it's gonna be a fast move. Because look at the amount of orders coming in right now. This is insane amount of activity. Oh, yeah, this is gonna move real good. This water balloon's gonna burst, chat. See, orders slowing down? Man, they're still not slowing down. The amount of people like who trading this ranges. You gotta ask yourself, who's trading this range? Why are people keying in so much on this range? It's just all getting ready for the direction. You see buys and sellers, buys and sellers, buys and sellers. Everyone's putting their bets in. Look at that, we're just waiting. You see, this is the beautiful thing about a retail trader, is that we gotta sit on our hands. We don't have to be part of these orders. Little scalp here and there. Sit on your hands. You don't gotta like key in soon. That's our edge, is that we don't have to trade. You always have to use everything that you can like as an edge. So not needing to trade is an edge. Calling it a day is an edge. Securing what you've made, like protecting that profit, is an edge. All these things which you have control over, that's your edge. Y'all think it can really break before the news though? There's about 7 more minutes. In principle, it should move up based off of what it's been expected here. It should move up. I've like removed that for now. That big ball was you? Owlie's reflipping. Ooh, this is gonna be a sharp one. I can feel it. There's gonna be a sharp move. There's a lot of orders in here that need to go somewhere. Here comes gold. Oh, got buyers coming in. Damn, I've never seen like it's a really nice steady flow of orders. All right, I'm keying here, chat. Look at this. Boom. This is my ball right here. See my ball, it's flying. It's now flying into the candle. Ooh, look at the amount of freaking orders coming in. Damn, Daniel. Like 3 minutes before the news drops. Two minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Gotta make an oat cake after this. Come on, baby. 30 seconds. Get a break. See the fireworks. Call it a day. That's the main key thing today was for me to cash that runner, chow. Holy. Literally the whole freaking day. Here we go. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buy. Levitate. Limgardium Leviosa. Look at the orders coming in. Oh, Lee. Limgardium Leviosa. You're a wizard, Harry. Man, beautiful, man. Look at this thing. 105 pip on just 1 minute candle. ISM services. Looks like we got bad numbers, just as anticipated, and gold moved up. Amazing. You got scared? Yeah, the order's still flying in right now. I want to get myself like a Harry Potter wand. Have you seen those wands? They're like night lights. So when you gotta go to like bathroom at night, you get like a wand, and it makes that sound as well when you put the light on the tip. It's pretty cool. Let's see if I can find it here. Yeah, it's this one. So in the middle of the night, you want to go bathroom, you just go Expelliarmus. Like this. Well, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Hope you all enjoyed this little session here. We should be in the clear up until Trump comes on later. But we're not trading anymore. See you all tomorrow. Adios.